Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. And today I got the FMS P-47. It has to be one of my most favorite warbirds. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. All right, that'll cut off. Up elevator, let's go. Got it up on the mains. It was starting to lift up, but I let off. Flaps out, gear going up. When it comes around, the gear should be up, and it is. Giving a little bit of down, just a little, and it looked pretty good, so try a little bit of trim. Nice hot pass, about 3/4 throttle. Coordinating the turn, or it was needing a little bit of rudder to smooth that out. Let's roll. Oh, okay, it's got a weird safe feature going on, so give me a second. There we go. Hopefully that turned it off. We'll check on it. There's full bank, so it should be off now. I was gonna roll into that last turn, so pitch up, roll it. There we go. I set up a lot of these models different than others, so that's why I tend to forget my settings sometimes. A few too many airplanes, and I don't fly them all near enough. This one here, as many of you know, this is my second P-47 by FMS. I had the battery fall out of the first one, and I've made a little foam insert that holds the battery in there so it doesn't come out. And so this one I've not brought out and flown that much, just because I don't want anything to happen to it. I absolutely love this airplane. But at the same time, if you don't fly it the way you like to fly them, why even bother having them? So I do still fly them like I like to fly them. Let's take it up there and push the tail over. About a half throttle pass. And we'll bring it by full speed with the wind. A little bit of a cheat, but let's do it. Here we go. Lots of power. Not near as fast as the E-flite P-51, but still really cool. And it sounds cool when you really got it spooled up like that. This does have the 4-blade prop on it, where you got to bolt each blade on to the hub, which is cool because if you only break one blade, then you only have to replace one. But I think when you buy replacements, it comes with a set of 4, and so if you've nicked them, you need to go ahead and replace them, even if they're not broke. And it looks better if you replace them all. So I think every time I've done it, I've just went ahead and replaced them all. But what I do is blades that aren't broken, then I will save them, which kind of makes a little bit, you can get it back in the air until you can get some replacements in. This airplane, so awesome. Take it up into a loop. Back in the throttle, rolling out. Big sweeping turn towards me. Coordinating the turn, keeping the tail up so it doesn't look funny. Taking that awfully abnormal right turn. little to the left. Now, I still don't do it that often, but this airplane, now that I've put that modification in, should be able to fly inverted with no problem. It's not something I do too often, but in fact, with the first one, I did it a lot, and that's when the battery actually fell out. So, as you can see, it does do it well. I did have to push on the stick. Not sure if I have it trimmed for upright flying more than inverted, but yeah, it'll fly inverted just fine for a low wing airplane, warbird and all that. The timer did just go off, so let's look at the gear. They're coming down nice and scale, and there they are. We'll make a pass down to the other end since the wind's coming out of the north. Looks good. And as I come out of this turn, go on to full flaps. I've got the throttle completely off to slow it down. And here we go, back in the throttle just a little bit to nice and easy. Beautiful landing. Tail kicked up when I hit a little bit of a rut there that runs out. Let's put the flaps back up for the taxi. I don't want to get it going too fast and have that tail kick up and hit the prop. Love, love, love this airplane. It does have a tank that goes under the belly, and it does have, I think it's like rocket tubes that can go out by the tanks. But I like flying it just the way it is. Woo, see that tail kick up. Throttle cut on. Awesome with the 4-blade prop and the awesome retracts on this thing. Man, everything about this airplane I love. So guys, if you're looking for a larger foam warbird, the FMS P-47 Bonnie, man, what an awesome airplane. Flew it on a 6S 5000, I believe. Really old battery, by the way. Still does well in this type of airplane, and so I just keep recharging it and using it in this plane. And in the FMS pits, they both do really well with these really old batteries. You don't need that super crazy punch, and it's plenty of power for these. I did get 1 minute over my timer. Timer was set for 5 minutes, so I got a 6-minute flight. And yeah, super happy with today's flight. And big thanks to the Lord for holding the rain off so I could get this thing in the air and get a video recorded for you guys. I appreciate all your guys' support. I'm not sure if they're available, but I'll have a link in the description box to be able to go look at the find it on the internet. And till next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.